The opening day of the 5th year of the USA Pro Challenge, based for the day for its 155 kilometers in Steamboat Springs. It was action from the gun as they rolled underneath blue skies. Attack followed attack as they went onto a big 50-mile circuit which they covered twice.
Yes, very early on, Taylor Phinney with the bandaged knee, coming back from a very dramatic crash 14 months ago, looking to get to the early break, but after 30 kilometers, a 7-man breakaway got clear.
First over the top of that 7-man was Michael Torkler from New Zealand and the Budget Forklifts team. Johnny Clark of Australia and UHC was in second place. So 4 points, first time the team had been seen racing in North America. Good start. But down at the bottom there was abandon of one of the riders as well from Budget Forklifts, so it wasn't all good news as Josh Berry retired from the race. But when the field came through for the first sprint in the Lexus Sprint for the green jersey competition, it was Guillaume Boivin, the champion of Canada, taking out the 5 points there.
Yes, on the right-hand side with the maple leaf on his back. At this stage, the riders had an advantage of 3 minutes and 45 seconds. But a little bit further back down the road, the main field was starting to wind up, and it was Team BMC at the front. But an accident at the back took down several riders.
Yes, and among them at least 3 riders in a yellow jersey there, Budget Forklifts. They were up and down all day because in the breakaway they still had Michael Torkler, who was lining up for the second King of the Mountains competition. He needed to beat, in fact, the man who attacked towards the top, Jonathan Clark. He went after him, but this time they were reversing the first climb situation and making them both 7 points overall. So this would go down to who finished ahead of the other rider when they got down to the finish in Steamboat Springs. But of this 7 riders at the front, only 5 were now left.
Yes, but the main field were really winding up the pressure in the peloton behind, and in fact it was mainly done by Team BMC Racing and brought that gap down from 3 minutes and 45 seconds to 2.5 minutes at the top of the climb.
Well, on the climb, the acceleration by the peloton was telling it on the breakaway. The breakaway was strengthened by the arrival at the front group of, amongst other riders, Lachlan Morton here, and also wearing number 1 for BMC, Rowan Dennis, the stage winner of the opening day of the Tour de France. This was a dangerous move as they tried to stay clear. It also included Greg Daniel from Axion. As the riders continued to work together, though, there was a group of about 40 riders getting together behind and were hunting them down.
Yes, they were about 30 seconds in arrears at this point, but in this group were all of the pre-race favourites, and Rowan Dennis at this point had been in the leading group of 7 riders, decided he wanted to make a move, and joining him, Guillaume Boivin, as they made their way into town with about 4 kilometres remaining, they still had a 15-second advantage over the main field.
Boivin had certainly been the most aggressive rider of the day as he continued to drive at the front here, but the field were trying to now whip it up, and the blue and white jersey of United Healthcare were trying to deliver their man, Kiel Reinen, to the finishing line in first place. A kilometre to go, though, the 2 riders were just about to be caught.
And all of the sprinters now starting to lick their lips, and in the blue and white jerseys inside of the Maxis, 1 kilometre to go. It looked as if it was going to be a dream come true for Kiel Reinen, as it had been 12 months ago when he won into Aspen.
As they lined up for the finish in Steamboat Springs, on the left of our picture, a late run by a rider from the Drapac team was trying to win it for his team. And then the workout team for Kiel Reiner were right on the front, perfectly positioned, but they didn't allow for a move to come from the left. As Taylor Phinney wound it up towards the finish, the bandages on his knees indicating the accident he had 14 months ago in the American Road Race Championship, which almost cost him his leg. He was back and he was winning, and with an incredible sprint finish, Taylor Phinney came clear of the field. Kiel Reinen was chasing him home for second place. It was a fairy tale result for Taylor Phinney.
Yes, but not only did he get himself the fairy tale stage victory that he was looking for, he would also get himself the first yellow jersey of this year's USA Pro Challenge, because there were no time bonuses available on the finish line. First man to cross got himself the yellow jersey, and it was Taylor Phinney.
So Taylor Phinney will wear the leader's yellow jersey tomorrow, and he leads in 3 competitions because of his victory today, and is announcing his return to the top of world cycling. Taylor Phinney winning the day ahead of the favourite Kiel Reinen. Brent Buchwalter finished teammate in 3rd. Ryan Anderson and Gavin Mannion were the top 5 in the race, and that is the order overall in the race as it stands. A little bit further down, Owen Logan is the best young rider in the race. He finished 6th.